Big John, Big John.
Good Wednesday morning, everybody. Morning, Max. Morning, Ruckus. Gonna plant beans today. Let me adjust you a little bit. And Anderson's dropped off a nitrogen applicator yesterday. Or no, Lucky Farmers dropped off a nitrogen applicator yesterday. And the Andersons will have a nitrogen applicator dropped off at the Woodville farm later today. So everything's happening at once. But I'm going to plant beans, and hopefully I can get done. Talked to Terry this morning, Terry Hoover, Lucky Farmers. I got beans ordered over there. He's going to get them around for me. Dad's coming over, hook onto the big wagon and take it over and get them beans from him dumped in that. And well, you got to climb up there yourself. You don't like climbing up them pallets neither. I guess we take it for granted when we got big feet. So, coming out here, checking the oil and stuff in the tractor. Get it ready to go. I got to give Dad a call here in a couple minutes. I'm kind of waiting on Terry to call me back. And get the ball rolling on that. Give the drill a once over. Maybe shoot a little grease in them colder wheels. And get going. Got 23, 40, 43. 23, 44, and 9, 51. I got 51 acres of beans I want. Ooh, what's going on here? Hold on a minute. Is that better? Yeah, much better. So I got about 51 acres of beans I want to get planted today, and then we'll be done. There's the applicator that Dean dropped off for me last night from Lucky Farmers. Hopefully I get going on beans. I can get Dad in that, and he can get started. I get him over here, and we'll get Scooter unhooked off the mower, hooked onto that thing, and go from there. Is that a little too much of a jump for you? Climb up the pallets. We talked about this. Right here. See? Right here. Right here. Hey. Hey, pay attention to me. Right here. Right here. Okay, now you do it. You wasn't paying attention, was you? It won't be long and he won't need the steps. He'll be jumping right up there. Growing like a weed. Growing like a weed. He's getting to be a bigger pain in the butt every day, isn't he, Max? His nose is working. All right, I'll make a few more phone calls and we'll get going. Oh, yeah. I'm gonna get that wagon hooked up first. for a ride? You don't like to ride. I really got to adjust the hinges on that door. All right, we'll see you in a little bit. Had some people come over yesterday talking about a roof. So the dogs were outside, so I locked them in here for a little bit. Well, don't lock dogs, especially a puppy, in the garage with bags of seed on a pallet. So I just got the little shop back out, swept the floor up, dumped them in a bucket. Yeah, I'll scatter them. I'll scatter them out in the field. All right, let's go unhook a gooseneck trailer and get that hooked up to a wagon. Max got himself a rabbit, so he's having breakfast of champions, I guess. All right. All right, got the blue truck unhooked off the gooseneck, hooked up to the nurse wagon. Dad just showed up. He's gonna take that and head over there. I got the wagon behind me, so I'm gonna head over there and get beans and juice. I'll see you over there. All right, made her back from Lucky Farmers. 48 units of seed in there. So we'll get Bertha started, get it backed out, pulled around in the yard over there, get the auger out. Excuse me. Get the auger out and then pull the wagon up to it. But before I do that, I'm going to get my cheater spout right here and go out there and attach to that wagon. Makes it a lot easier, and I need both hands for this. Over and out. All right, so it just extends it out there a little bit farther so it gets over top the tray. You don't have to get so close, otherwise you gotta get real close with the wagon tires, and it's better if you keep the seed flowing in up closer to the where the auger enters the tube. Keep the seed flowing up in here, and it keeps it all enclosed and encased, and the seed doesn't fly all over the place. All right, got the grain drill loaded up there. Got the 28 applicator. Got Scooter unhooked off the big batwing mower. Got the 28 applicator put on it. Went over and got juice for it. Got her all figured out. Had to make a few adjustments. Just had to run up and get some depth stops. So what that's doing is actually knifing in 28% nitrogen along with a little bit of sulfur in them coulters, or the knives behind the coulters. And the corn is so big that you're not going to be able to see where you come out. So what I'm going to do is, we got some flags. So yep, the scooter just coming along. I love that little tractor. It can do almost anything, except for the big heavy work. I mean, it pulls that grain drill that I got behind Bertha. So what I'm going to do is, I'm going to walk along here at the headlands, and we're going to count 24 rows, because it takes 12 rows at a time. And we're going to put a flag out in the middle so Dad knows where to straddle. So we got tire track, tractor tire track. So this is the middle. So then it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, which is 6 rows. So 1, 2, 4, 6. Well, that's not right. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. it's right here. So there's a flag. Okay, so there's 18 left. All right, he didn't skip one. And what side of this first one did he go on? Okay. With this rig, you have to skip one. And he didn't. And that's why he ended up short over on that side. This row didn't get none. All right, so I'll walk back down there, get him straightened out. All right, you can see 3 flags down through here. Now those are staggered from the ones on the other end, because if you can, I don't know if you can see it or not, but well, no, you won't be able to. Right in this gap here, there's a flag down there. I can see it. So I was able to count over and get the ones set up for this side. All right. I see Lucky Farmers dropped off another big wagon of juice. So that's good. These beans are coming up. See that little rascal right there? Right here. These are soybeans coming up. All down through here. So yeah, those were planted last Thursday and it's Wednesday now. So they're coming out. They were actually coming out yesterday, I noticed. So that's pretty good. Moisture in the ground, and the ground is wet. So that'll work every time. And like I said, the sooner they come out of the ground, the better off they'll be. All right. Let's try that again. All right, I'm finally in the field, and it's 12:07. Well, no, it's 12:08 now. My battery died, so I had to change my battery. I get everything unpinned. I got Dad working on the nitrogen applicator. So wait a minute, I gotta get my stuff set up here. All right, so I struck out a south headland. So we'll get 4 or 5 passes along here. 4. I think that straight one goes that way along the road. Well, both sides of this field should be parallel. Should be. Last time I planted them, they were. We gotta fill in this corner. Because I'm long tractor, long hitch, drill clear back at the end. So you never get into the corner when you drive into it. So I put a couple of, I'll back up into the corner and drill out this way as the length of the headlands. Get caught on the guide wire back there. The only problem with these front wheel assist tractors, they're great, but they don't turn sharp. You get used to running. Felt like something was dragging. Scared me for a minute. I thought I hit something. You get used to running scooter and that thing will turn around in its own length, dang near. Then you get in this thing and it's like, whoa, she don't turn at all. We'll come about that far and then we'll back up, move over one length, and that'll catch when I drive in. That's 30 feet, 15 times 2, 30 feet. And that's enough to catch. If I drive straight in when I'm doing the headlands, it'll plant into this, barely. Feeling these beans are sticky. They just treated them for us this morning when I went and picked them up. They got them in the bulk bins outside. They run them inside up into a treater and then down into the wagon. They didn't want to come out of the wagon in a couple spots. Am I close enough? There we go. Is that better? Alright, so we'll whip her in here. Back up probably. There. Engage the auto steer. We're playing. So that's how I do my headbands. Try to. And 4 mile an hour. Hope this field gets smoother out there in the middle. I was running about 6 mile an hour the other day. There's 5.5. We unloaded right in this area some, so there's semi-tracks. A little wet when we combine, so there's some ruts. You know, a scooter, you can come into the headlands like that, where I planted these 2 swipes, and you can turn around and be back where you need it to be. Not this big. But in this field, there's some pretty steep, well, it's not steep compared to what a lot of people have, but for a scooter on this drill, it's kind of steep, and with a little bit of moisture in the ground, water comes out of the side of them sand hills, and she'll start to paw coming up through there. So now with any luck, the house trailer lot's back there, and there's a little bitty headland on the other side of it. With any luck, this line will transfer over to there, because it goes for, I think it's 660 miles or something like that, if it even stops then, once you strike an AB line. Plus I don't have boundaries around this field. It might stop if you have boundaries recorded, but I don't think so. So we'll run down along the road there, and we'll put the headlands on the other end, strike a new line for that. I'm sure it's not parallel to this. At one point it was when I planted beans, because I went off of this one down there. But that gets messed up after a few years. barely made it into the other rows. Keeping on the hitch down there every once in a while, because it has loosened up on me once or twice. Looks like Terry's back there scouting my field. That's good. They're gonna respray that field. The chemicals didn't work right. So he's out there checking that out. So now, I'm gonna go right about here. I need to change. Alright, I'll be back. Alright, this is looking pretty good. Rolling down through there. Might be drifting over a little bit. Yeah, I'm gonna have to correct it a little bit. There's the beat for me grabbing the steering wheel. I'll get her back over here. I knew I should have struck a new line up. Alright, well, we'll do it on the other end. Alright, remember me talking when I put the hoses on about having them gooseneck on me? I think I got one that's goosenecking, because every time I pick it up here, I end up with a pile of seed. The hose goes like this and doesn't flow. Seed piles up in it and it poops down, and then when you pick the machine up, it stretches that hose out, and then all that seed in there's laying, comes crashing down. So I'm going to stop on this end. I ain't going to pick it up. I'm going to go back there and look, and it'll be pretty obvious when we see it. I've got another hose in here and the pliers so I can change it. I have to come back up in here and, well, no, I can change it with it down. One. Let's go take a look. Got a hose. Got my pliers. See what we need. Yep, that third one. I don't know if you can see it. Let me get under here where you can see it. See how this hose is, it's just full of seed. I'm gonna walk down through here and take a look, see if any more are doing that. Well, I'll climb up here and look down on them. Nope. There's a couple of them that are close, but they're not. So I don't think I can reach that one with it down. So I'm gonna pick it up. Well, but yeah, you see the pile of seed right there, and that one's getting a little bit, but not bad. That other one, third one in, is a lot. So let me, where can I set you guys? How about right there? Reach in here, and it's a pain. And I dropped my other one. crazy. And one side's bigger than the other. So the big one always goes up. It's my only issue with this, with these seed meters, is these hoses. I'd like to see like a John Deere drill. They got the tubes that slide inside of one another to do it. I think that's what this actually needs, and I know my arm's probably in the way and you can't see, but okay, there we go. Nice tight tube. Yeah, remember how the other one looked? See how that one's all stretched out? She's junk. Junk. All right. All right, well, this has been going pretty good. It's about 3:03 right now, so I got about a round and a half to go. Dad come over. He's doing all right side dressing corn right now, so he's doing good at that. We've got more solution delivered here for his corn. Another tank load delivered over to my place. So he's going to be able to do that as long as he wants. But I am going to finish this field, and I am going to go home, put the tractor in the barn, and I'm going to bed. So I got up yesterday at 4 o'clock, I think, and it's 3 o'clock now. So I've been up 23 hours now. Weather's still going to be pretty good. It looked like it was going to rain a couple times, but it didn't. So I did have sprinkles this morning on the way home from work. Sprinkles. But we're doing okay. That was it. So yeah, I'm going to round and a half, and I'm going to pack things up, head for the house. I'll catch up with you there.
I'm just a regular guy.
Oh.
Just made a cool Quick Dick logo.
Made it home. 3:28. I see Dad is still out in the field, which is good. I gotta write my numbers down, put my phone in my pocket, listening to the podcast, Millennial Farmer Podcast. It's called Off the Husk. It's funny. It's PG-13. It's not something you want to listen to with little ones, but it's funny. A bunch of them are funny. But anyway, yeah, we'll cool down. Oh, I gotta pull the pins while I'm out there getting numbers, and then set it down, and we'll be done. And thanks for watching, guys. I appreciate it. And leave me a comment. Don't forget to thumbs it up or down, whichever, and share it with your friends, and subscribe if you haven't. We'll talk to you later. See you tomorrow.